I love self-help and I love self-development, but there's this thing that exists, and it's called too much of a good thing. And I believe we've taken the optimizing the self and the continuous improvement too far as a culture. We see productivity and busyness and like keeping this fast pace as king. We cram as much as possible into a day. We try to optimize ourselves, like our appearance, our body, our mind, our career. We try to get better every single day, and we rest so that we can be more productive. It's exhausting. I don't know if you feel that too. But my question is, why? Sort of. Why must I be better than the day before? Why must everyone strive to be the best or perfect at this or that, or the most involved or engaged or whatever the word is? So in this video, I'm going to dare you to be average. If you find it hard to relax, if you find yourself feeling guilty because you're out with friends or doing something you enjoy and you're not getting that thing done that you're supposed to be getting done, this video is for you. This video is meant to de-influence you from this being on this exhausting hamster wheel of improvement and self-optimization with 1, reminders and your beliefs, and 2, tools to try. Number 1, the first reminder I have for you is above and beyond, just to go above and beyond is not above and beyond. I want to dare you to do only the things that you are meant to do, or that must be done, or you were assigned to do, and not continue to overextend yourself in literally every single area of your life. My tool for you is called What If You Just Didn't? If you've been following me for a while, you might have already heard this tool. So there's a lot of stuff that we think we have to do. And there's a lot that ends up on our to-do list, whether we think we're actually going to do them in the future or not, but we feel like they should be there and we should probably do them. There are also things that continue to be in the back of our minds or the very bottom of the to-do list that continue to never get done, but you think about them from time to time. You're like, yeah, I probably still should. And you never close that loop, or you never close that tab, but you never do it either. So what if you just didn't do it? What if you just deleted it, you trashed the item, you did a strike through, whatever, you pretended you did it and you were just done with it? I think that you know that if that thing was urgent or important enough, it would have already been done, and it would have been done sooner than it hasn't been done. You would have found a way to do it if it were that important or that urgent. But clearly not doing it is not having any sort of negative impact on your life, besides just continuing to take up that brain space. So try that tool. Get out your to-do list. Review your brain tabs. Close some of them. I know. That's what I felt too. All right, my next reminder is to not mistake busyness for productivity or productivity for impact. Basically, strive for impact over productivity. So instead of filling up your day by saying yes to everything that you think would be helpful to make you the most knowledgeable or the most involved or the best, try going for impact. We want what we do to be able to solve a problem and help another while giving it energy that's like within the energy bank that we have for that problem. Sometimes we think things are important and helpful that we do that helps another person, but they're really not that helpful. We just haven't clarified it. This comes up in a work setting for me. So like the effort I put into formatting, let's just say formatting something in a certain way or filing something in a certain way, I think is going to help the other person way more than it actually helps the other person. And the effort I put in is not equal or even worth it when it comes to the benefit that the other person sees, if any benefit at all. And so how do you actually know if the stuff that you're doing is worth doing or not? You ask. Is it helpful if I do this way? Hey, I've been doing this way. Is that helpful at all, or will it be more helpful to you? Or maybe they have their completely own system. They won't teach it to you. They just want you to send stuff as it is. Beautiful. Reminder. Next reminder. There is nothing wrong with average. I think this idea, it's everywhere, but for me, like it shows up in school. It's like, okay, I don't want to be average, but I don't want to get a C. Okay, you don't want to be passing. But B's, for me, well, that's not the best. That's not at the 100% or more mark. So yeah, average isn't gonna work for me. Let's go for perfection. Yeah, that seems attainable and sustainable. Continuous improvement reminds me of a factory. So like it has processes and its wheels are turning and its belts are going, and you're trying to produce more and more in a shorter amount of time. It's speed, it's a race, it's rushed. It all comes down to money. Humans, however, aren't factories. I think there are people in high positions of power and or influence right now who maybe need to be reminded of that. Humans aren't robots. At least not yet. Continuous improvement doesn't have to look like faster, 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 better, 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 perfect, 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 more, more, more for humans. My tool for this is to consider turning to something that gives you perspective. And so for me, this looks like nature. So whether that's going outside or watching a little, like a couple animals snuggle, I don't know, on like YouTube, or a documentary where you're just like, wow, I cannot believe that the body can function and do all the things that it can do. Anything that gives you perspective like that, I think helps you when you feel like you're on the hamster wheel and you're like, okay, yeah, this doesn't matter. like, oh yeah, I really need to be the quickest at sending this email. I'm 1 in 7 billion people in the entire world, and one other person is getting this email. I need to work myself up into a tizzy so I can do this. Try to get some perspective, whatever that looks like for you. Reminder, we've been conditioned to try to be the best. We've learned it, and so we can also unlearn it. So this tool is called the belief replacement tool, and I think of this as your fairy godmother for belief replacement, and like she has a wand and stuff. And she's kind of like the fairy godmother in Shrek. Like, what do I actually believe? What do I say I believe? What do I actually believe? And what do I actually want to believe? So we have pretty messed up views around productivity, but also around like rest and relaxation and how those should be connected, and have a whole video on that. But for example, do you rest more so that you're productive the next day? Do you need to earn your rest and relaxation? Do you need to earn your shower? If any of those are the case for you, you need to invite your fairy godmother in immediately and get to replacing those beliefs. The final tool doesn't have a reminder with it. Well, I guess I could make one up. This is my reminder. No, I'm not gonna make one up. This tool is called the hypocrisy binoculars. Dusting off the hypocrisy binoculars. We all have them, actually. We all have these binoculars somewhere for us to look through, actually. I don't buy into the idea of working around the clock, like mentality, like overworking, and I actually rip on people who do that. But then, like, I find myself not taking a lunch, not taking vacation days that I've earned, and having to take 3 months off of employment to recover from burnout. So make sure your binoculars are at the ready for your own hypocrisy, because it can be really hard to see, and it can actually be impossible to see without actually your binoculars, your hypocrisy binoculars on your face. If you liked this video, you might also like a lot of my other videos. Consider subscribing. I'll quick run through some of the videos that are related. First, my 2-part series on energy management. It's brand new. Second, my 2-part series on workplace burnout. Third, a video called Our Relationship with Productivity and Rest. And fourth, a video called What If You Just Didn't? The Art of Doing as Little as Possible. So I hope this video helped. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.